you haven't seen it. Sal, what other question was answered?
My question was, what was it made out of too?
Okay.
And I think it's made of metal.
And you think it's made of metal. Okay. Kate, what other question was answered up here?
Well, it's actually my question. It is not a blanket.
It is not a blanket. Good. What else, Isabel?
Well, if it was a net, if it was a necklace, it was kind of sort of like the. My question was going to be like if it was jewelry and it was jewelry.
Oh, okay, so it is jewelry. So we know that it's not a necklace. We answered that one. Another one was, what's it made out of? You know, it's metal. Is it a blanket? We answered that question right here. And now we have, is it big or small? I think by looking at it, we can tell that answer.
Small.
What makes it special? Did we answer that one yet?
Mm-mm.
Did someone give it to me? Did we answer that yet?
No.
What about what year someone gave it to me?
No.
Did I get it when I was a baby?
Probably not.
No. What
Maybe,
else?
maybe.
Did someone give it to me? What's the special thing? Did we answer that question?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, while you were looking at it, while you were looking at it, what questions did you come up with? What other questions did you come up with? Wyatt?
Are those real diamonds?
What other questions? Lauren?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Does that have to do with this? While you're looking at my ring, what question did you come up with?
How did it made?
How was it made? Ella,
Is it metal painted in a goldish color?
you three need to stop. Is it what? I'm sorry?
Is it metal painted a goldish color?
Is the metal painted? Painted gold? Kate,
What jewelry store did you get it from?
where did I get it? Okay. Macy.
Was it a gift from somebody?
Oh, okay. Other questions, Lucas?
How come it's oh, I just forgot.
How come it's, what do you think? What did you want to know? If you're on to
How come
something.
it's gold?
Okay, why is it
But
gold?
not like real gold, but
Copper?
Other questions, Delaney?
You wear it all the time.
Do I wear it all the time? Other questions, Ryan?
What makes it special?
What makes it special?
Well, that's
I'll take two more. Connor?
So while I was looking at it, I thought, I know I had it, but it's not fun to explain.
Okay.
I think, what does it mean to me?
What does it mean to me? Good one. And our last one, Vinny.
Was it passed down?
Oh, good one. Was it passed down? I'll put that right here. All right. Now I'm going to share a little bit about it. I'm not going to share everything about it, but I'll tell you a few things about my very special object. This ring was given to me. It was given to me from my grandma for a very special event in my life. And it is made out of gold, and it does have diamonds in it. Okay, what of our questions was answered? What did I answer of those questions? Anna.
You answered, was it a gift from someone?
Okay, was it a gift someone? So,
It's right there.
thank you. Elena?
Was it passed down?
Was it passed down? Do we know the answer to that?
Yeah.
I said my grandma gave it to me.
Well, then, was it painted? Was it painted gold?
Is the middle painted gold? Yep, I said it was made out of gold, so we know the answer. Lauren?
What does it mean to you? Like you're kind of telling me.
So what did I say? What does it mean to me with this major eyes in the middle page? Maybe I touched on that, but I didn't answer it fully. Kate?
You kind of, I just forgot the,
Tone type. All right, I'm gonna come back to you. Abby?
Where did you get the ring?
Where did I get it? Yep, I answered that. So now that you know that much about it, now what questions do you have after I told you a little bit? Now what questions do you have? So can you hand me that pink marker? What questions do you have now, Lucas? It's up there.
How come it's, why did you get it from your grandma?
Why didn't my grandma give it to me? I'm gonna put Gima. Ryan?
what was the special event?
My question.
What was my question?
Other questions. Ella?
Was it passed down?
Was it passed down? Okay, so we have that one up here still. Elena?
Was it your great-grandma?
Okay, so kind of like, was it passed down? Was it, and put G, Gima? Great grandmas? Vinny?
Why is it a ring?
Why is it a ring? Okay. Why did she give me a ring maybe? All right, one more question. Ryder,
Where did your grandma get it?
where did grandma get it? Oops, Gima, get it. All right, so you are all question experts. These are fabulous questions that you came up with. I showed you just a little bit of my ring, and I told you just a little bit about my ring, and you came up with so many questions that would come up with so many great answers to learn about my ring. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything about this ring, not just yet. I'll tell you over the course of next week, okay? So, we asked questions before I gave you my ring or even showed you my ring. The only thing I told you is I have something very special in my hands, and you came up with some really good questions. And as soon as you saw my ring, we even answered some of those questions up there. And then you came up with even more. So D stands for during. That's while you were looking at my ring, you came up with all of these great questions, Anna. And then after, that was after I shared a little bit of information about my ring. And you still came up with a bunch of great questions. All right? So how do you think my ring is similar to a book? Rings and books aren't all that similar. Why would you think that a ring, this ring, and a book, what we did here, is similar? What is similar about the two? Elena, we're tracking you.
If you like if you have a book,
Yep.
if you have a book and if you're just starting to read it, maybe you can ask like a question just like we were before we read it, because when we, like if you read a book, maybe it said, once upon a time there was a wolf. Who is this wolf? You can ask questions even before if you just read a few sentences, and then during the book while you're still reading it, you can still make questions in your head. And after the book, you'll have a lot of questions because you'll be like, ooh, I wonder if there's another book. Or
I love that. Guys, I need you listening over there because what Elena said was really, really brilliant. She said before we're reading, we even have some questions about a book. So if we look at the cover, if I look at the cover of this book, Chocolate Fever. It has a chocolate popsicle on it. I wonder what this is about. Why is there a chocolate popsicle? I haven't read it yet. This is before I'm reading, and I have so many questions. Then during